Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and I do not know what this video is that I'm making. Hopefully it makes some sort of sense. I was really struggling this week for video content. Honestly, it's been, I'm just like dying. I'm so hot. Whew, my office is like the hottest room right now. I've really been struggling with coming up with like content ideas, and this was an idea that just popped up, so I thought maybe I could try it. So lately I've been working on this like long wearing powder free makeup look, and it like really does work. However, when I was doing it, I was using my Catrice foundation. This is a really good long wearing, good coverage foundation. However, this thing is almost completely out. Like I can't use a stopper anymore. I like have to turn it over and like shake it until I can get a couple drops out. So this is like almost completely out. And I remembered I had this in my to try pile still, the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation. So I thought I could show you kind of what my no powder routine kind of consists of, and then also test to see if this foundation works as well as the Catrice foundation, because I don't want to have to immediately go repurchase this, but like that might have to happen. Also, yeah, so if that is something you guys wanted to watch, I don't know. Hopefully this video idea kind of works out, and yeah. Let's go. So lately I've been doing a 2 primer routine. Since I've been using a matte foundation, I haven't wanted to use a hydrating primer because I don't really want my base to be hydrated. So I've been first going in with like more of a pore filling primer, which for me this month is the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer. This has been in my Shop My Stash. So I use about 2 pumps of it, and then I kind of just swipe it on the face. And then for like a little bit of added glow under the foundation, I have been going in with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Just like a little squirt of that. And then mixing that in with the other primer. Just so we kind of get the best of both worlds. But I'm not using something that's like hydrating when my skin is already very sweaty. We don't need any more moisture. That's the first step. Okay, now this is generally when I would go in with the Catrice foundation, but today we will try the Covergirl foundation. I have this in the shade L30, which is Golden Ivory. No idea if that's gonna match whatever version of self-tan I am today. But usually what I do with my Catrice foundation, well, if it was available, I just drop it on. But now that I can't drop it on, I start by applying it with a beauty blender. But then I use a brush to buff it out. And this is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush. Okay, off the bat, I can already tell this does not have the similar right off the bat coverage as the Catrice, which is something I like about the Catrice because the amount of coverage it has while being so lightweight is like so nice for this time of year. So the fact that I already am going in with more is concerning. And I need to kind of blend it down with, make this self-tan a little bit more even. I am actually kind of surprised by how light the coverage is on this. For some reason I thought this would be fuller coverage. But as you can see, like all my redness is still coming through, which doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I can go over that with concealer. I just prefer how the Catrice foundation covers that up. Last try to get some of that redness covered. But with Catrice, I never have to go in this much. I'm gonna try the beauty blender and see if that we get more coverage that way. It looks more cakey with the beauty blender. I really like using a brush with something like this to really buff it in. I mean, right off the bat, I'm not a huge fan of that. It does say it's a matte made foundation, so I am hoping that it will kind of dry down on its own, so we don't need to go in with any powder today. Now, over the last month or so, I've been using my Milk Makeup bronzing stick, but since I just recently was gifted the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, I'll use this one today. I think I got way too much. Oh dear. Guess we'll go down here a little. Down here since I got way too much. Okay. Now we're gonna blend. Oh boy. Really gonna have to blend. All Alright, note to self, don't squeeze so hard next time. From my experience last time using this though, it really does blend into the skin really well, which is exactly kind of what we need right now. I think I'm gonna, oh, and this is the It Cosmetics airbrush. I got this little free sample from Ulta a while ago, so it's just like a little tiny, oh boy, definitely went in way too harsh. Good thing we can clean up a little with concealer, but thankfully that blended in pretty well. Now the concealer that I've been loving for this look, because it doesn't seem to need to be set, is my Huda Beauty Stay Woke concealer. Now I'm also going to touch up a little along the jawline where there is a lot of redness coming through, since it seems like that foundation did not want to cover that up. A little on the chin. And I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. I really actually am enjoying this concealer a lot. I feel like it's one that I would totally purchase in a second shade for when like it's like winter. I think it would be a nice winter time concealer as well. And I'm gonna blend out the concealer along the jawline. I will say honestly, it's already feeling heavier than I like with a no powder look, because I feel like we had to go in with more foundation than I would typically with the Catrice. So far, I'm not the most impressed with this foundation. Now for cream blush, in my Shop My Stash, I have this palette from the Balm. So I'm gonna go in with, you know what, let's do Cobbler up here. So I usually go in, and then I just blend it in. And then another product that's in my Shop My Stash is the Ulta Beauty Face Highlighting Stick. And this one I can just draw right on, add a little highlight. I definitely am concerned because I do not see the foundation setting down, but hopefully that will happen. Now I'm gonna really quickly go in and do my brows. I'm just gonna use the Oma brow pencil here. And I have my Wander Beauty brow gel. Okay, now honestly the only part of this routine that I've been using that has any powder is just eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna use my mini Glam palette for this, but I'll usually just take some matte shadow. So actually I'm gonna mix the two mattes in this. I'm gonna throw that in the crease, just for like a little contour. Also, sometimes I'll just use like a powder bronzer for this step. And then I'll typically go in with some sort of shimmer, whether that be just like a liquid glitter, a single eyeshadow. Today I think I'm gonna go in with this shade on the end in this palette. Just throw that all over the lid. I don't use any eyeliner because I don't want to have to worry about it running or smudging and stuff. Then I just go back in really quick and blend a little more. Then I like to use a setting spray instead of a setting powder. So the Urban Decay All Nighter is one of my like more long wearing setting sprays. So I like to use that to set everything down. Hopefully that happens today. For lips, it honestly depends on what I'm feeling. So if I really want something that's going to, if I really want something that's going to last a while, sure, I'll go in with a liquid lipstick. But my lips have kind of been dry lately. I don't know if that's from mask wearing, but I'm gonna go in with a gloss today. This is the Cosmetics gloss in Magic Hour. Just because it's like a fun summery shade. It's a really comfortable formula. So there's our lips. Now for eyeliner, I would really highly recommend either a waterproof eyeliner so you don't have to worry about smudging, or something that is like a tubing mascara like the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Now, this look we've got going on, I have gotten multiple full days out of with the Catrice foundation, so I'll be really able to test to see if this Covergirl matte foundation is a good long wearing summertime foundation. I know this isn't new and it's been out a couple years, so you might already know because you probably already have it. I would really like to not have to buy a brand new foundation right now, but I do really like the Catrice foundation. It is one of my top summer foundations. Now, the only other thing is sometimes after I spray, I'll just kind of press everything in. to make sure everything absorbs together. So I guess what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go live my day. I mean, it's quite hot today. I can tell you what the temperature is. I don't know what the temperature is in my office right now. I can tell you it's very warm. Right now we are at 10 a.m. and it is 80 degrees and sunny with a high of 89. So we will get a warm day test in here. So I guess I'll stop by at the end of the day. Don't really know what I'm doing today, but I think we're gonna build a stroller and make sure all the parts are there and that we like the stroller. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. So I know I didn't say I was gonna do this, but I thought I'd show you guys what everything looks like outside. I can't see. I guess I'll be able to see when I edit the video, but right now it's about 1 o'clock, so the makeup's been on 3 hours. I feel like it did wind up drying down, like it doesn't feel tacky when I touch it, which is what I was going for. So we'll see how it lasts throughout the day and my thoughts in a little bit. Well, I did not expect to make it this long into the check-in, but it is just about 9 o'clock at night, so it's been 11 hours. And just like right off the bat, I'm not looking in the mirror yet. It's not like super oily or anything. It does appear to be clinging a little to like dryness that I have kind of around my chin and my nose. And I feel like the coverage kind of wore off a little on my cheeks and my chin, but I did kind of take a nap. I feel like the forehead looks fine though. You know, I thought I wasn't going to love it, but I feel like it did last a really long time. Like it's not like worn off to the point where like I wouldn't want to be like seen like this. Like I actually think it wore fairly well. Like I'm pretty impressed. I didn't expect to be this happy at the end of the night. I still like the Catrice foundation better because I can use less and get the coverage I like, whereas I feel like I really had to build this one up. So I'll keep using it and keep trying it out. I mean, I'm really glad that like I didn't set my face with any powder at all today. I used all cream products, and like 11 hours later, I feel like it still looks pretty fine. You'll have to let me know if you guys have tried this Covergirl foundation. I feel like it did come out like 2 years ago at this point, so I know it's not like new, but you know, I have been liking like this kind of like fully set face but without any powders look the last few weeks or so. So yeah, let me know anything you want me to know in the comments. And if you're wondering what's on my shirt, it is a sloth. And yeah, that is it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!